Okay, Joe, you've got a chorus, you've got a bridge. Where's the rest of the song? How do you get to there?
Boy, wasn't that the question. The first part, to be transparent, is you go off in your own strength and your own abilities to try to pull it off, crash and burn, in a miserable heap on the side of the road, and then call for rescue. Yeah, I went home and I had that state of panic, God, turned on his fire hose and dumped all these words that were really powerful to me, and video and everything. And then now I've got to try to follow that up. So I wrote some stuff.
That was the problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. and we'll get to that. We're going to get to that. So yeah, I wrote some words and I shared them with Greg, and both him and his wife Sharon were like, nope. Nope, it's your song, dude, but no. And I argued with him about it,
Well, first as the producer, I kind of nixed it.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't bad. It just
wasn't
right.
It wasn't at the same level.
It wasn't right. And then I let Joe argued with me, and I went, okay, well.
He's like, it's your song.
I mean, I let Sharon hear it, and Sharon's like, nah, I see what you're saying. It's not bad, but. And then Kim, right?
Yeah. So then I Kim got home from work or whatever, and my wife, and I let her sing it, and she got the jackhammer out and nailed the last coffin nail in.
Yeah. Everybody nixed it.
So then you're in a state of panic. It's like, what do you do with all that? And so you pray.
You pray.
And it wasn't as powerful of an experience, as overwhelming of an experience as the first time, but it was as impactful. It all came again. All of the words just kind of flowed out all at once. I mean, literally, with all the sections of the songs, it came in 3 different parts: the bridge and the last chorus, the first verse and the first chorus, and then the second verse and the second chorus. They all came together in those chunks. And they all came the same way. After I struggled and really then kind of dialed in, by the last, second.
Well, after you submitted to our Father, is what.
Yeah, so
it's like you kept trying to do it, going, okay, I'll take it from here. And he's like, no, you won't.
Yeah. Weeks went by, and there's nothing. Praying about it. After I had that first section, he was like, yeah, this is where it needs to be. I'm like, oh, cool. It was a victory. And then I'm praying about it, and nothing for a while. And I was like, the thought that really, really struck me was that the second verse and the second chorus, this is where everything is crashed. And it's, he's hit rock bottom. And I'm like, it really has to have a different feel and a different emotion from the first part. So it's not like a typical verse chorus where you just go repeat the same kind of melody, same, phrasing, that kind of thing, and do that.
And the same sentiment.
Yeah, it was all completely different. And so I prayed about it a lot. And when it came, man, it was more emotional than the first and the first verse and the first chorus, because the beauty of it really hit me. And it's so weird talking about your own thing. I've said this since the beginning. I've never felt less responsible for something I created. So when I'm talking about it, I feel like I'm talking about somebody else's thing. But it's like when it got to the point where he had the crash in his life and everything was tearing down, and you see him out on the street with a sign, lost everything, please help. That's a heartbreaking moment. The line that comes in is just fall. It's falling down. How things change. Everything's crashing. Just that alone, I was like, oh, you're good. You're good. I just knew when it was from him. I just knew. And so anyway, that's the only way. Stop, drop, and pray.